Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Emily and this is going to be the day 4 challenge of the reading rush. So this challenge was to talk about your reading nook, and I don't really have a reading nook, I just read in bed. So I decided to put on my comfiest PJs and I have my sleeping mask on and just sit here on my bed and chat to you guys about what my typical reading routine is. So, like I said, I read in my bed. I have my chair right here with my laptop in case I want to look something up or check Goodreads. Over here I have my reading snack. It's just a glass of water. That's typically what I do most of the time when I read, is just drink water. I really like eating like meals while I eat, so like any sort of savory meal. Shepherd's pie is one of my favorites to eat while I'm reading, just sort of stuff like that. So if I'm just reading at a random time in the day that's not dinner time, I'm usually just reading with water. The next thing that I keep nearby when I'm reading is my quote journal. So this journal is basically just a collection of all my favorite quotes. I've just written them down and written the author and the book that the quote came from. If it's like a song lyric or not from a book, I just put who the song is by and what song it is. But obviously when I'm reading, it's going to be from books. So I keep this handy with a pen. My current favorite pen is this purple one. It just writes really smoothly and I like the color. I don't really care about uniformity in this book. I just want to get the quotes down, and I really love flipping through and reading like my favorite quotes, whether it be like a quote that I just really relate to or something that resonates me, or if it's just like one of my favorite parts in a book. I have a lot of like really funny one-liners from certain books, and I just really love having this as a collection. If I'm reading and I don't have my quote journal nearby, if I'm reading on my phone, I just screenshot the page. And if I'm reading just one of my physical books, I will take a photo of the quote and then copy it down later. So basically, I just have all my favorite quotes in here. And then the last thing that I have with me is, of course, the reading material. So I usually like to keep a couple of books on hand when I'm reading. So like right now I have Palo Alto, which is a collection of short stories. I have Now Is Everything, which is just a young adult contemporary. So these are the ones that I'm in the middle of, and I might flip-flop back and forth and do like a chapter then a story, or I might just get hooked on one. I like to have them both as the options. And then the last one I have is A Gathering of Shadows. This is a pretty big fantasy, so I have it because I want to start reading it, but if I just really can't get into it this night, then I have these two to fall back on. I always travel with at least 2 books, and then I usually have some books on my phone as well. But when I'm reading in my bed, I like to just make sure I have a couple right next to me. Obviously, my bookshelves are on either side of my bed, so I can just grab a book off my shelf, but I like to have a couple that I'm trying to read just sitting on my bed, because then I'm more likely to pick it up rather than walking over the shelf and picking up some random classic that I'm not really feeling, but I know I want to get to. And yeah, this is it. This is my reading nook. I've got my llama pillow right here. I have my cat pillow right here. And I love having like pillows and blankets and getting all cozy in bed and reading. So that is the end of this video. If you liked it, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can hit the subscribe button down below. And let me know in the comments where your favorite place to read is, and what your reading routine is. Do you have multiple books right beside you like I do? Do you use a quote journal? What kind of snacks do you like? Or are you just a water drinker like me? Let me know. We can chat. Alright, see you tomorrow.